For generations, prospectors have been drawn to the promise of gold, chasing those classic white quartz veins that cut through dark rock like lightning bolts. These veins, gleaming against their host, have long been the iconic sign of hidden treasure beneath the Earth's surface. It's a good starting point, and for many, it's the first clue in the hunt for gold. But the story of gold in the Earth is far more complex and fascinating than just following the obvious white streaks. In reality, most of the world's gold isn't sitting pretty in those showy quartz veins. Instead, it's hidden away in rocks that look dull, dirty, or even completely worthless to the untrained eye. These are the places most people walk right past, never suspecting the riches inside. The real gold is often microscopic, locked away in other minerals or scattered through altered, crushed rock. Sometimes it's so fine you'd never spot it without a microscope, yet it can add up to a fortune. Successful prospecting means learning to read the subtle signs the Earth leaves behind, tiny hints in color, texture, or mineral makeup. It's about developing a keen eye and a curious mind, not just chasing the obvious. Quartz is just one plumbing system for gold-bearing fluids, but there are many others. Gold can travel through a variety of pathways, each leaving its own unique clues behind. Gold can be deposited in cracks filled with sulfides, soaked into porous rocks, or even locked inside minerals that look completely ordinary. Sometimes, it's left behind in rusty soils after the original rock has weathered away, creating a hidden trail for those who know what to look for. Today we're going beyond quartz, into the world of Gossans, sulfides, shear zones, and other overlooked gold traps. These are the places where the Earth's processes have concentrated gold in unexpected ways. We'll learn to spot value in red dirt, black clay, or crumbly ironstone, places that might seem barren but can hide incredible wealth just below the surface. This is where real prospectors gain an edge. By letting go of old myths and opening their minds to new possibilities, they find gold where others see only dirt and stone. So let's dig deeper, sharpen our senses, and discover where the gold is really hiding. The adventure starts now, and the Earth is waiting to reveal its secrets to those willing to look beyond the obvious. Pyrite, fool's gold, has tricked many, but here's the secret. Real gold is often locked inside sulfide minerals like pyrite and arsenopyrite. These gold-rich sulfides don't form big veins. They show up as thin, dark streaks in rocks like slate and shale. The gold is invisible, trapped at a microscopic level. Over time, weathering breaks down these sulfides, turning them into rusty iron oxides and releasing the hidden gold. Look for rusty orange or reddish-brown stains, crumbly ochre clay, or rocks with tiny square holes, ghosts of weathered pyrite. These subtle clues point to gold-rich zones most people ignore. Don't just chase shiny quartz. Train your eyes for the aftermath of weathered sulfides. The real treasure is often hiding in plain sight, waiting to be freed by nature's slow hand. Follow the rust, and you might just find gold where others see only worthless rock. That's the prospector's secret. Imagine a whole deposit of gold-bearing sulfides rusting away for ages, exposed to wind, rain, and the relentless forces of nature. Over centuries, these minerals break down, leaving behind a striking rusty layer that stands out from the landscape. What's left is a gossan, a rusty, iron-rich cap over the original ore. This cap is often the only visible clue to the riches hidden below, acting as a natural marker for prospectors and geologists alike. Gossans are like giant neon signs for prospectors, marking the spot where gold may be concentrated. They're the first hint that something valuable could be lurking just beneath your feet. They can look like heavy dark red or black outcrops, crumbly honeycomb rocks, or gritty iron-rich soil. Sometimes they appear as jagged, weathered boulders or even as a subtle stain on the ground. The key is the high iron content and the potential for gold enrichment as the original sulfides break down. Iron oxides and other minerals accumulate, sometimes trapping precious metals in their porous structure. Gold gets trapped in the pores and voids of the ironstone, sometimes making gossans richer than the ore below. These pockets can be surprisingly rich, rewarding those who know what to look for. Spotting a gossan means looking for areas rustier than their surroundings, heavy, reddish rocks, or spongy textures. The contrast in color and texture is often a telltale sign that you're in the right place. Your metal detector might go wild from the iron, but don't be discouraged. That overwhelming signal is a clue, not a setback. That interference could mean you're right on top of a gold-rich zone. Sometimes, the best finds are hidden beneath layers of iron and rock, waiting for a persistent prospector to uncover them. Gossans are nature's way of concentrating gold and pointing you to the source. They're a geological roadmap, guiding you toward the heart of a mineral deposit. Learn to recognize them, and you'll have a powerful tool in your prospecting arsenal. With practice, you'll start to see patterns in the landscape that others might miss. Sometimes the ugliest rocks hide the greatest rewards. Don't judge a rock by its cover. What looks unremarkable on the outside could be loaded with gold within. Dig where the earth is bleeding rust. Follow the iron stains, and you just might uncover a treasure that's been waiting for centuries to be found. Beyond quartz veins, look for silicified zones, rocks soaked through with silica-rich fluids, turning them hard and glassy. Unlike a quartz vein, a silicified zone is a tough, pale band that stands out as softer rocks erode away. Gold here is usually microscopic, carried in by hot fluids and deposited in tiny fractures. You won't see nuggets, but you might find sharp, flinty fragments that ring when struck. These hard ribs resist weathering and can be traced uphill to their source. The key clue is hardness. If rocks suddenly get tougher and glacier, you may be in a silicified zone. Follow the float rocks to their origin. Where others see just hard, gray rock, a sharp prospector sees a gold target. Silicified zones are the hidden bones of gold systems. Don't overlook them. The Earth's crust is fractured by faults, zones where rocks are crushed and ground into powder. These fault gouges and shear zones are superhighways for gold-bearing fluids. The broken rock is permeable and chemically reactive, perfect for trapping gold. Gold here isn't in veins, but smeared through bands of shattered rock and greasy clay. On the surface, these zones are subtle, maybe a linear depression, a change in vegetation, or a strip of soft, crumbly material. Look for straight lines across hillsides, changes in soil color, or clay-rich troughs. Sample and pan the material. These zones constantly shed gold downslope. The real heart of a goldfield is often a messy, overlooked break in the earth. Don't ignore the ugly broken ground. That's where gold hides. In ancient landscapes, the original rock is often gone, replaced by deep layers of clays, soils, and iron oxides called regolith. Gold survives this transformation, scattered through the weathered profile. You're not a hard rock geologist here, you're a soil detective. Learn to read the colors and textures. Look for ironstone gravel, pisolites, mottled clays, and changes from red to yellow or white. Gold may concentrate at boundaries between clay and gravel, or in specific soil horizons. Sometimes gold particles even grow larger through secondary enrichment. Take samples from each layer and pan them separately. One thin horizon might hold all the gold. In these places, the story is written in the dirt, not the rock. Pay attention to every color change and texture. The gold is there for those who know how to look. Don't ignore dull, black rocks like shales, graphitic slates, or carbonaceous schists. Carbon acts as a chemical trigger, causing gold to drop out of solution and bond with the rock. These rocks are often soft, greasy, and leave a dark smudge. On the surface, they weather into blackish soils. Look for a mix of dark soil and rusty iron stains. This combo can signal hidden gold. Crush and pan samples from these zones. The gold is usually fine, but can be rich. Some of the world's best gold mines are in carbon-rich rocks, not quartz. Treasure is often disguised as something worthless. Don't walk past the black seams. Sometimes the best gold is hiding in the shadows. Volcanic areas are prime gold territory, but the gold often hides in alteration halos, zones where hot fluids have cooked the surrounding rock. These halos turn hard volcanic rocks into soft, pale, crumbly material, often green, yellow, or chalky white. The altered rock is porous, and traps gold as fluids cool. Look for sudden changes in rock color and texture, or areas where rocks crumble easily. These zones can be large, forming saddles or clay-rich soils between hills. Fine-grained pyrite in pale rock is a good sign. Gold here is usually microscopic, but erosion concentrates it in soils and creeks. Find the alteration halo, and you found the kitchen where gold was cooked up. The clues are in the color and softness of the rock. We've gone far beyond the classic quartz vein, into rusting sulfides, ironstone gossans, black shales, and silicified ribs. These are the places where most people don't even think to look, but they often hold the real secrets of the earth. The landscape is full of clues, if you know how to read them. Fault gouges, deep soils, and volcanic halos, these features might seem unremarkable at first glance, but they can be the fingerprints of hidden gold. Each layer, each crack, tells a story about what lies beneath. The key lesson is simple. Gold is where you find it, not always where you expect it. Sometimes it's hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone with patience and a keen eye. You'll find more if you open your eyes to every possibility, and refuse to be limited by old assumptions. The best prospectors are always asking questions, always looking for something new. Successful prospectors read the whole landscape, every hill, every valley, every change in the Earth's surface. They notice the subtle shifts in soil color, the odd shapes of rocks, and the way water flows across the land. Soil color, rock texture, subtle lines, and odd features. These are the signs that something unusual might be hidden below. Sometimes, it's the smallest detail that leads to the biggest discovery. Don't be afraid to get dirty. Pick up rocks, break them open, and look inside. The Earth hides its treasures well, and only those willing to dig a little deeper will find them. Pan even the worthless ones. Trust your curiosity. Investigate anything unusual. Mineral deposits are anomalies, nature's way of leaving hints for those who pay attention. Look for what doesn't fit. The odd rock, the strange color, the unexpected texture, these are often the best clues. Spend your first hour not looking for quartz, but for the things that stand out. Sometimes, the most valuable discoveries are in the places everyone else ignores. Search for rust, crumbly rock, and weirdly colored clay. These are the signs of change, of minerals moving through the earth, and sometimes, of gold. The gold is out there, often overlooked for decades, waiting for someone with fresh eyes and a willingness to explore the forgotten corners. The prospector's edge isn't fancy gear, it's sharp observation and curiosity. Tools help, but it's your mind that makes the real difference. Pay attention to the hidden signs. Sometimes, a tiny fleck of mineral or a faint discoloration is all it takes to point the way. The Earth tells a story for those willing to listen. Every layer, every stone, every shadow has something to say if you're patient enough to hear it. Gold rewards those who see what others miss. Keep your eyes open, stay curious, stay persistent, and never stop learning from the land. The next big find could be right under your feet, just waiting for you to notice what everyone else has walked past.